All right. It says we are live, so it must be true. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I come back on Sundays and I complete out any donations, any of my YouTube channel members, and any free readings that were in the morning session. Did not get to any of the free ones. I have a handful of donations to complete, and then my YouTube channel members, they get second priority for their free readings, and then we move on to the free readings. And not to worry, after I'm done, I will post a comment on the video listing the order in which the readings were completed, so you can find out where in all that, the stream it is. So we will do that. You'll see there's no chat on here. I'm not accepting any new requests. This is only making up and completing the ones from the earlier session. I am on Friday nights, Saturday morning and Saturday nights, and Sunday afternoons for free readings. If you're interested, I also have Wednesday and Thursday night sessions for my YouTube channel members. For my Zen Cricket, the Wednesday night is 2 hours. For my Praying Mantis, we have Wednesday, you get to attend that one, plus Thursday, 2 hours, Friday and Saturday night after that, and an hour each, and then Sundays, we have an hour as well. It's $2.99 a month for Zen Cricket, $7.99 a month for my Praying Mantis, and those also get you priority, and I always complete those same day, even on Fridays and Saturdays. Sunday is the only one I do it for non-member readings, but I do make sure donations and my YouTube members as part of their benefits of being a YouTube channel member for my channel. So there's a link. I'm wheezing. There's a link down below that tells you how to do that. Also, for personal readings and of different types, past life readings, relationship readings, birthday readings. And there's a link down below that'll take you to a little website that tells you all about those as well. So if you're interested, check it out. I think that's everything. So I'm going to continue to use this Tarot of Light. And so we'll jump in. So first of all, I do have, like I said, like 4 donations. So thank you guys again so much for your patience in getting to your readings. I know we all want to hear from Spirit, so I'm excited to see what comes through here. Let me grab these others. We got these. Okay, and then these. Okay. All right, so up first we have Cece. Thank you for your donation. And you're saying here that M had a few drinks at the bar and she kept trying to kiss you. Does she behave this way with others? Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around this situation here on those two? Okay. Yeah, the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of angels, the 9 of swords. It's usually the nightmare and insomnia card coming in here. And I do feel here, I don't know why this feels like a fallen angel. It whispers in them when they're drunk. When they drink so much, they're not big, heavy drinkers, I feel. And, when they drink, those walls that they have up that they try to hide fall down, and they seek a lot of security and desire so much love and attention. They really have had a very lonely type of life, I feel. And this, it's like the devil on the shoulder. They drink and they're like, "Ah," So I feel like they do it when they overdrink. They do, their vision gets very skewed of, what's best for them, and they kind of do that. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Hierophant, which is clarity, and it's teacher student kind of energy that comes in here. I feel that there's another meaning to the Hierophant, which is commitment. And so I feel like when they are with someone, like when they're dating someone or committed to someone, no. But when they don't have that anchor, They just kind of wander from port to port. That's scary. That's funny. That's not funny, but it's the way they presented it is. You got the full card here, the beginning. It's the first card in the major arcana, which is, I feel like they're, both of those came out next to each other, the Hierophant and the full card, which, does represent while they have themselves under these small t truths and all of this cycles and things that they've gone through in the past that they do tend to reach out and even this queen of trees, even the queen of pentacles on the bottom, which is normally mother nature, mother nurture. I feel like these are tears, just very much a lot of sadness and a lot of loneliness again coming in, that when they continue to nurse and rehearse the pains of the past inside, because they don't deal with them, they haven't pushed down. When the drinking happens, like anything that takes down our inhibitions and take down the wall, it's like the gates of hell open up, and these emotions need to be satisfied, and so they'll, I just need a kiss, I just need a hug, I just need whatever, and it kind of comes in that way. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the Knight of Hearts, you know, they do desire romance, they do desire commitment, but yeah, see, but they've got such, 9 of trees is like, for me, like the 9 is the hermit's journey. The 9 of trees would be the hermit from the outside world, so loneliness, and 5 of hearts, sorrow. So they've got a lot of loneliness and sorrow, and they feel very alone. So that's why when they drink and they do that in the outside world, they do, they do have that kind of tendency. We do have the star card, which is hope and wishing upon a star for a dream come true, for pages of trees, pages of pentacles, which is, there's the dreamer, the dream and the dreamer, that they do want to find love. They do want that. And that's what is expressed within their heart. You know, so the kind of the energy that, just to be aware of, you even got the 9, the wish, the emotional dream come true on the bottom of the deck. It's what they desire. But yeah, I talk every once in a while about the 2 approaches to finding love in our lives and a relationship. One is when we're convinced that I need someone in my life to be lovable and to feel full and complete. And so it's like a CEO or a manager at a at a at a company that's interviewing for positions, trying to get someone to, you know, apply for the position, and we might have multiple applicants, and we're like, will they do the job? I don't know. Let's interview them. Let's find out. Let's look at their background check. And it's that kind of approach that we're taught, like, especially when we're like, I need someone to complete me. We're looking for, a position to be filled inside, and instead of, you know, living our passion, living our lives, living our dream. And while we're living our passion, someone else is living their passion, and the passions collide, and we're doing something we love, like pottery, and we meet at a pottery place that's, it rents out potter's wheels and stuff, and you click, and you're out living your best life and dream, and there's a spark that happens, and it evolves into a relationship. It's like the intention is not relationship, the intention is living and loving life, and, "Oh, look, I bumped into someone who's living and loving life, and I love them. Let's live in our best lives together." That's romance, that's fulfilling. The other one is like, it feels like work, right? But that's kind of where they're at. They're feeling empty. They're feeling like they need a position filled because they haven't learned to live their life and with passion. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here. So hopefully that helps with that. Yeah. I feel like they might need professional assistance, you know, counseling. Maybe time to seek wise counsel. This could be in any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs such as counseling or therapy. And that's the kind of energy I feel like they will continue to have that. There might even be sexual addiction at the core of it. Um, but I don't feel like they uh, go that far too often. but that it could lead to that, and that's why it's important for them to get assistance. Okay. All right, CC. So that's what's coming in. So I know. Next. I know, right? Okay. You know, no, 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 no. Think you kind of knew that already. That's good confirmation for you, though. All right. So that is it. Thank you again for your donation, my dear, and many blessings to you. And then Crescent Moon, you are up. So thank you for your donation. Good to see you too. Thank you for your patience in getting to your reading. And you want to please have one of your spot on nosy reads. I love it. On FFNU, he's someone you're attracted to. Absolutely. I love that. We like to get nosy. So, uh, I love it. Thank you. That gave me a good chuckle. Let's take a look here. Let's see what's going on here. What does Spirit want you to know about FFNU? Okay. Or just about FF, right? What do you need to know about this? I want that one. I don't want that one, but they want these. Specifically that one and these two. Okay. They're really dissecting. Okay. All righty. So let's take a look here. We've got progression here. We'll see what's happening here. Come on, move over. There we go. So the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hanged Man. The, this one calls it the turnaround, but it's usually someone hanging from a tree upside down, tied with one leg. It is transformation. It is, like I usually look at it like a cocoon, transformation. Things, they're in this transition. Um, Letting go of an old life, beginning of a new life. So they're right in the middle of kind of leaving behind a caterpillar life, and they're really, I feel like they're beyond the caterpillar soup stage. I feel like they're forming their life. It's still fresh, but they're still forming into a butterfly. So that's good to know because you being more butterfly than, I feel like you're out of your cocoon and you're drying your wings ready to fly. You don't want to be like a caterpillar because you can't carry a caterpillar, you know, and you don't even carry your cocoon. You're like, no, I don't want someone that I have to walk next to as a butterfly. How embarrassing. And you don't want to have the caterpillar going, wait up, wait up, wait up. You want someone that can fly with you. Excuse me, someone that can go the distance. Someone that desires the same thing as you. Caterpillars want to eat leaves, butterflies want nectar. They want blossoms and flowers. They want to migrate 1,000 miles. A caterpillar faints thinking 1,000 miles. It can never walk that far with that many little legs, and hits a little stream. It can't go beyond it. It's very limited, right? Excuse me, take a sip here. So it's good that they're in this, heading towards forming into a butterfly. There's just a little bit of time is needed still. The bread is in the oven. It's still a bit doughy. It's not fresh bread yet. All right, let's see what else comes in here. Yeah, okay. So you have the Seven of Angels. Here's progress. That's good. Seven of Swords. Good energy. It's normally the thief and lying. That's it's good that they're still in the incubator that going on, because this is them realizing of their own thoughts and beliefs that have, held them back before, and they have been cheated on. They have had a lot of deceit that happened in their lives. It's because they had a lot of thoughts up here that were deceiving, and this is what's falling away. That's what I like about the normal Seven of Swords. You'll look and you'll see like two swords already left behind because they're looking back and seeing two swords, and they're holding three swords. These are three things that they're aware of. And there's two swords here that they're not aware of yet, deceitful thoughts and beliefs. And so this is what they're getting to. This is what they've accomplished already. So 5 out of 7 isn't bad. That's again the progression. They still have just a little couple more things that they're working through to make it um, a more free flowing type of interaction. So I like that. Yeah, here we go. So the shadow, the fear, the shaking and the rattling of the devil card, the shadow is this questioning of long held beliefs around relationship and love that this is what they're cocooning out of and letting go of from the past. So that's good stuff. I like that with if it was just coming up without the hanged man and that transformative energy, I'd be like, yikes. It's like, ooh, we're gonna have arguments or jealousy or, you know, if they're not aware of their own deceit of their minds, then it can project out into their own world. They'll end up lying and deceiving because of the insecurity and of the fears, but they're overcoming this and they're in this. So I like it. Good energy, good awareness of self that's coming through on that. Okay, and then these two cards came out together. Well, well, well. So you got the Lover's card coming in here. Ooh la la. And the Four of Angels. Four of Swords. So peace of mind, rest. I like this. When you're taking of the Four of Swords, it's before it is the Three of Swords, which is expectations equal disappointment. And there's all of these roles. And again, so much that just sucks the life out of a relationship. Four of Swords is mental stability. We want someone mentally stability. We want to be mentally stable in a relationship, which means we've really looked at a lot of these old opinions that we grew up with, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, all those things that were like they're supposed to be this and the relationship's supposed to be that, and I'm supposed to be this in the relationship. And this is how it's supposed to start and how it's going and how it's supposed to progress and blah blah blah. This is freedom from that. This is peace of mind, seeing it from a higher place, letting go of a lot of these fears, and you can have this trusting, beautiful relationship. So there is this Lover's card does show there's this draw together for you too, but excuse me, you have to wait. You don't have to wait. You could take bread out of the oven early and chomp into it and end up with a mouthful of dough. Blech. Or you can wait till the perfect timing when the bread is ready and you're just like, "Oh, put some butter on it and maybe toast it up," but it's good for later. I already ate, so I'm not hungry. So, so we got that. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, the divine order, equilibrium. This is normally the justice card, which is the balancing out between the, you know, lower vibration, higher vibration, questioning our old things. So there's a lot of this thinking and thoughts and beliefs energy coming in. It gives you time too, because we don't challenge and question every one of our beliefs. We'll have triggers that'll come up, and it's a good opportunity here to know that they're in that, and you still have some stuff that you can question, and these triggers that come up, the fears around relationship can be looked at and transformed. So they're doing their business on that, and you can do your business on looking at that and transforming it too. So I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. So you have the high priestess. So secrets are revealed, things are brought to the surface from underneath, emotions. It's very watery, moonish, which brings things forward. And the three of stars, three of wands, it takes you guys on a journey that you normally wouldn't go. And this is like the difference between two caterpillars on the forest floor, scared they're going to get eaten by so many things, making slow movement versus a higher vibrational type of relationship. It's a different route. You're fluttering, you're above ground, you're seeing things from a higher vibration, a higher perspective, and you're headed off on this migration, going places you never would have gone as caterpillars. And so, I like this that there's such a great opportunity, but it is important for you to really look at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. Yeah, even the bottom of the deck, you got the 10 of angels, the 10 of swords, which is letting go of all that people pleasing and all those fears of what a relationship has to be. How many deal breakers do you have regarding relationships? That's too many. You're like, I don't have any. That's still too many. No, I'm just kidding. But when we look at what breaks the deal, well, if they cheat on me, Okay, well, what fear do I have in that? And let me look at that because it's important. And I've never really talked about this side of it before, but like I had a fear from the womb that about being cheated on because my mom was cheated on by my dad in between my older brother and me. And so in the womb, I felt her betrayal and her fear that he was going to leave her and that she wasn't enough and that he was going to cheat on her some more, which I'm sure he did throughout his time because he was on his own journey. But she stayed with him for over 20 years. And then they then asked her for a divorce when we were old enough. And but all through that time, I had this fear of betrayal, fear of being cheated on. Sure enough, I drew in all those people to show me my fears. Um, and that's the whole thing here when we're looking at um, the uh, deal breakers. Is what we were talking about. I forgot for a moment. Spirit's like, "Psst. Oh, that's right." So when I have a deal breaker that, well, if someone cheats on me, it's over. Well, that's telling me I have a fear of being cheated on. And if I have a fear of being cheated on, zzz, bsh, bzz, psh, it's what we'll draw in. So it's important for us to look at those. Okay, whatever those deal breakers may be, they're rooted in fear and what they mean about us and what people will think and blah blah blah. All right. So here's your fortune cookie. Um, yeah, which is dependence. And this is there's something or someone you're clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. So there is that below the surface, that's what we're looking for is approval. And we can have dependence on we're all taught this, right? Growing up, what people think of us is what our self-worth is. That's retail price, though. We're taught self-worth, which is supposed to be capital S self. We look to the outside world, which is not self, that's other, right? That's the other, and that's retail price. What value do I have to others? Out there, it's unstable. We end up on the blue light special Kmart clearance rack, and and that's what happens. It's fickle, unstable out there. And so when we have our dependence of our worth depending on other people, other people's actions or non-actions, words or silence, then that's why our self-worth feels unstable and all over the place. But turning inward and upward, we find the unconditional eternal love of the higher realms. That's our worth. That's we discover we're priceless instead of clearance material, right? So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Crescent Moon. That's what they have for you. Hopefully that was nosy enough. All right. So many blessings to you. All righty. And then up next, we have Moonlight 5. So I've got two for you. Plus, you did have a free reading coming up too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all together in order. So I'll do your first two donations, and then I'll throw your free reading on. That way, you don't have to go search for it. All right. So thank you for your dual donations. And your first one was what comes for you in love for the next 3 months. All right. Just gonna take another sip here. All right. So love for Moonlight for the next 3 months. So 2 and 3 months. What? Kind of like a little precursor here. Okay. All right. And those. Okay. So I feel like over the next 3 months, I never saw it this way, but 4 stars. This is actually the Four of Wands. Joy, happiness, celebration. Marriage card too. What? You gonna elope? I don't know. But you know how you can 1 to 5 stars and you do 4 stars. I feel like wow, you're gonna have a 4 star adventure, and that's advancement. is what it says on the bottom of this particular deck. So I do feel like there is this. Here's your 4 stars. You got 4 cards. So what are the 4 things that unfold? And then we'll look at each of the 3 months. You've got 2 cards for each of those. So you do have the Queen of Hearts, Sixth Sense. I like it, Queen of Hearts, and I love that they call it Sixth Sense because the Queen of Cups, Queen of Hearts, gets a second portion of hearts or cups, which makes her very empathic, very connected to the spiritual world, the unconscious, subconscious world. This does tell me that you meet someone in these next 3 months that you've got past life connections to, and you really are like, wow, what is this draw to this person? I've never felt this before. And it's because of all these past lives. It's like bumping into an old friend, so familiar, so safe, so comfortable. And I like that. I usually say, you'll recognize them because they're going to glow in the dark and they have a rainbow shooting out of their butt. And you're like, whoa, that must be them. It's that obvious, right? Yeah, and you have the Emperor, the Father. This is Aries energy and King of Kings. In a way, the Emperor rules over all 4 kings. And so this person, they feel so rounded. They have the earth element and the air element and the cups, water element and fire and passion. So it's like they have it all, and you're just like, holy moly, and, I like that. Yeah, and here's the Queen of Stars, so here you are glowing, and you've got this fire and this draw, and there is this, you have the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Stars. So, you definitely are embodying a lot of the Empress of the Empress rules over all queens. Here, your passions, your energy is there along with your emotions. So they see you and they're like, wow, they're energetically attracted to you as well with that past life connection, but also they see you as such nurturing. They see your heart, which I really like that. And you got the Two of Trees, this balance of the outside world that comes in here too. So I like this um, balanced approach to how this unfolds, even though there's a lot of maybe that's the missing star. That's hilarious. That just told me, how like you see like on let's say for example Amazon, and someone has 4 stars and they put the reason why I didn't give it 5 stars. And this is like your heart. The reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because we approached it in a balanced way instead of jumping in head over heels. That's funny because it's balanced. They're reminding me of, I have to think, my third relationship. I used to jump my first 2, I moved in with them within a couple months after knowing them. One moved in with me, the other one I moved with them, and I actually moved out of state with them too. I know. I had, issues to work through. Um, but number 3 was amazing because they were like, "No, we're not gonna live together till we've dated for a year. There's no of this moving in that soon." And I was like, "Wow, 4 stars." That's funny. Alright, so that's the foundation. Let's look at your first month here of love. Alright, yeah, we got the 4 of Swords. We got some kind of peace of mind and rest. We have the Sun. Here's, Leo energy, so fire energy coming in. So over this next month, I do feel like there is this, you're letting go of expectations, you're really clarifying, you really have mental rest, and I feel like they come out of nowhere, like the sun rising. Again, look at the rainbow shooting out of their butt, and they're glowing in the dark. It's like a sunrise, and you see them, and you get to know them. And I like this peace of mind, though. It's not a big. There's a lot of energy there, but you guys are taking your time in the first month. The month after that, yeah, there it is. I love it. I love Spirit, how they just confirm things. So 2 of Hearts, Cups. So there is a spark of relationship. But the Knight of Trees, Knight of Pentacles is Yes, the slowest moving night out of them all. So you're getting to know each other, you're hanging out, you're going and doing things, but, slow, slow, slow. 3rd month. Yeah. So this Ace of Trees, this feeling of abundance overflowing, the 10 of Stars is also abundance, and, it says hoarding on it, but the 10 of wands, you could sometimes, it's always someone that has like 10 wands on their back, which can be a lower vibrational feeling of burden or a higher vibration feeling of, look at all of my harvest. Wow, 10 wands. And with both of these together, with Ace of Pentacles being that, then that is there. So I like that. So there is progression, there is birthing, there is, um, movement that happens in that way. But I feel like you meet him next month, in the first month coming up. Okay, so let me get you your fortune cookie in here as soon as I put these cards back in, and then we'll get your second reading here. Okay, sorry, taking their time. All right, there we go. So let's give you your fortune cookie. So what else about love over these next 3 months? Wow. All right. I like it. Courageous heart. What a great card to have for, love. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. Perfect. There you go. So that's for that one. So thank you again, Moonlight. And then for your second one, you wanted to know, will your daughter buy an apartment in the next 6 months? Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience in getting to your readings. After this, the free readings are 1 to 2 cards, so they go a bit faster. We dive deeper into donations. So if you ever want a deeper dive, a donation of any kind, does bring that for you. All right. So 3 and 2 and 1. I've had a lot of progression. This is a countdown. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right. Bottom of the deck, we got the page of Angels, which is the page of Swords. It's a new thought, new clarity that comes in. Underneath that, we've got the Retreat, the Hermit card, which I do feel is them being out on their own. So I do feel like there is this energy of being out on their own. That's a sign is a positive there. We'll see what else comes in here, though. So the 3 cards that came out, yeah, we got New Beginnings with the full card, New Adventure, Queen of Angels, Queen of Swords, Balancing of the Head and the Heart, and the 7 of Angels. This one says progress on it. And this is over these 6 months, they get out of their head their fears and their limiting beliefs and old beliefs that have kept them and cheated them out of opportunities. So that Queen of Swords really bringing a lot of clarity, a lot of balance, and with that new beginning, it definitely feels like yes. They just need to look a little bit at that. Wow, yeah. And then you got the Wish Come True card and the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about abundance and um, the outside world, faded things unfolding in a positive way. So both of those together is like, yeah, that's a dream come true. And then the 9 of Hearts, the other dream come true card. So yeah, I really feel with these, she just needs to get out of her head about the procrastinating because of the fear of failure or the fear of being out on their own. Um, and sometimes it's just knowing, you know what, you will always have a place to stay, even if it's on the couch or on the floor. You'll never be out on the streets. And if she has that security, then I feel like that's a big piece of it here for her. Let's take a look here at the what your fortune cookie is for this one. So what else do you want to know about? daughter moving out to an apartment or purchasing an apartment. All right, there we go. Yeah. Resolution at the perfect timing with the full moon coming in there. And it says, whatever it is that she's been struggling with, it's about to be resolved. And remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and starting fresh always brings relief. So that I feel is confirmation for that too. Woohoo! Right? All right. So that's what they have for that one, Moonlight. Thank you again for your dual donations. And then your free reading. Let me just shuffle these up. This is going to be for all free readings, both for my YouTube channel members and for everyone else. Shuffle these up. One more time. And then cut it. The top becomes the bottom. The middle becomes, no, the middle becomes the bottom. The top becomes the middle and the bottom becomes the top. There you go. And then I'm going to use, so I'm going to pull one card from that deck, and then I have a little smaller deck, which we're also going to pull from. So we'll get 2 cards for free readings today. And one more. Okay. So top becomes the middle becomes the bottom, and the bottom becomes the top. There we go. We have them all set. So, Moonlight 5. Will you get money you need for fixing your car, or will you buy a new one? All right. We got the King of Cups, which is the balancing of the head and the heart, and the Page of Hearts. It's like your heart's content here, and it's like you will get the money, and I feel like you will be able to do both with this energy of I mean, it's like happiness. You know, the king has the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups has the Ace of Cups. It's like your willingness to receive is an important piece with this here. You know, I think we've talked about the Six of Pentacles before. I've probably posted it a ton of times, but it has to do with really look at your willingness and openness to receive. And is there any thoughts and beliefs below the surface that feels like you have to give so much to deserve so little? Okay, they're going to have me post it here for you. What I'm going to do, let me grab it here. If I haven't, it doesn't hurt to have it here for everyone. But it's 6 of Pentacles is what the energy is that they're giving me here. And in the description box of the video, I'm going to put in here next to your name under donations, where it has your name plus free reading, I'll have the 6 of Pentacles link that can help you look at, you know, determine, is there something below the surface, beliefs in lack and beliefs that I have to give so much to deserve so little, where your inner child's keeping away abundance from you. Because if you clear that away, then it just floods in and it comes in, and it does allow you to, if you want to get a new vehicle, you can, or if you want to repair it, you can. But the limiting beliefs are what is keeping the stuff away right now. So you just have to look at that, a little bit of tweaking, and here it comes. So I like that for you. All right, easy breezy, short and easy. All right. So thank you again, Moonlight. I appreciate you. All right. Excuse me, didn't mean to clear my throat so close to the microphone. My apologies. So up next, I have my YouTube channel members. It's part of their called the rewards program. It sounds like a commercial, but part of what they get is prioritization in these readings after donations, and even on Fridays and Saturdays, where normal free readings don't. So it is something you can look into. The link should be in the description box. But up first, we have Nelia Maderos. So thank you, Nelia, and thank you for your donations earlier, too. So your free reading is a general for the month of November. What do they want you to know? Ooh, okay. So you do have the 2 of Hearts coming in. 2 of Cups, important relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be, but it also can be like best friend kind of energy, new best friend, reconnecting with old family, etc. Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles is new opportunities opening up that allow this for you. Could even be events happening in the outside world. Don't know if there's going to be like a family reunion or Thanksgiving if you're in the United States, or if you guys celebrate it wherever. There might be some sort of gathering that brings together, that reignites some old relationships, brings in some important relationships for you. So, November, at least one important relationship will enter, if not more. And there's great opportunities for that to come in. I feel like that's why they're pointing it out. It's like this is the most important thing that happens is that you have an important relationship that is ignited, that impacts your whole next 2025. And that can be, like I said, it can be romance, but even if it's family member or best friend, you guys are going to be such a support for one another. Whatever this is, there's great importance in how you support one another all the way through next year, too. So be on the lookout for connection. And it could be more than one, but definitely strong personal connections in November for you. Right? So that's what they have for you, Nelia. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right, many blessings to you. And then we have Sean G. You are up. Guidance for the finances for this week. All right. What do they want you to know here? Yeah, you got the Two of Angels, the Two of Swords, and the Magician. So the Two of Swords is basically decisions that need to be made. Close your eyes, open your heart. And with the Magician, really focus on where your energy is being invested in. Part of, this, and I know it's difficult when we have bills to pay and there's deadlines coming and we need funds to supply stuff and to fund stuff and whatever, to try not to think about the lack of it. Because, with the Two of Angels, on one hand, our mind's going, we got this, we don't have, we don't have, we don't have. So our mind takes us into expectations, which is lower vibrational energy. Whereas our heart focuses on gratitude. Look everything I have in this moment. Look everything that I've been granted in the past. Look how beautiful everything is unfolded. And Creator, look at me. Look how old I am. I've never been without. I've always had everything I needed at the perfect time in the perfect way. Thank you. That's a different energy. The Magician says, I put magic behind whatever my focus is. And the story with this, the Two of Angels, the Two of Swords, is the choice of story. What am I making things mean? What is my focal energy? And whatever is happening is growing. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I know we've kind of talked about that, and that's the guidance. They're going to keep coming back to that until I have a moment by moment practice of gratitude. If I focus 90% of my time of lack and 10% of my time on gratitude, lack is going to win. Gratitude, the more I have gratitude, the more it expands and the more that's able to come in. And I love that power that we have in doing that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean. So many blessings to you. All right. And that was it for the YouTube channel members, since we already took care of Moonlight. So now we move into the free readings. Let's say I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. I think I got about 18 or 19, around 20 free readings. So hang in there. We're going to get to those. Those, like I said, we'll move a little faster because we just have 2 cards for those. So let us bring these over and we will get started. These are the big ones. And I can see that flame reflecting in the background off of my computer. I'm like, am I on fire? All right. So we'll bring some of these over. Make it easier. All right. So we'll start here. So we're starting with content. And you wanted a general for tomorrow. So what does Spirit want you to know about tomorrow? Wow. Ace of Hearts, Ace of Coins. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, energy. So tomorrow is an opportunity. Could be an opportunity for new love. I mean, wow, that would be awesome, right? Depends, unless you're married or something. That would be very bad, but or not convenient. But this is it's like an opportunity for happiness tomorrow, and there is this, new beginnings that are happening with 2 aces coming in here. New beginning in the outside world that brings new emotion that comes in. So it feels very positive. And I don't even feel like there's anything you have to do. I feel like it's just something of abundance, something of growth and opportunity that happens tomorrow that allows your heart to feel full and, just kind of like a nice happiness, a sincere happiness of, oh, what a great day it had. So I feel like it's going to be that kind of day full of a lot of possibilities. And like we're just talking about, the more gratitude you can have about what's unfolding, the greater and bigger it becomes in a positive way. So I like that for you. All right. So that's what they have for you. Content. Many blessings to you. And then Macaroni, you are up. General work reading for the next 48 hours. All right. Wow, you got the Page of Angels and the Judgment card. A lot of mental energy. Page of Angels is like the Page of Swords. New thought, new belief, new ways of looking at things from a higher perspective. A lot of clarity coming in too. The Judgment card, double X's, endings and beginnings that come in with these two cards together. Pages can be a new beginning kind of energy. But the Judgment card, excuse me, talks about a higher calling. That's your higher self calling you to this higher place, seeing things from that higher perspective. But I do feel like there's change afoot here at work in the next 48 hours. But it's not negative change, it's positive change. I mean, all change technically is for us. Just sometimes our human is like, "How is that for me?" This is feels very positive. It's like when endings happen, we're like, but then when beautiful, it's like, showing up for your flight and they're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. We had to give your coach seats away." And we're like, "Oh god, oh god." So we upgraded you to first class for free. Oh, yay. It's that kind of feeling about it. It's like at first, wait for it when something ends, like, okay, and what's replacing that? They're like, that's behind curtain number one. And it feels very positive here for you. So I like that. So that's what they have for you, macaroni. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Patricia, you are up. General for the week. All right. What do they want you to know about this week? Wow, yours is all about emotions. So you got the 10 of Cups, which is a great card to get. You have the 7 of Cups, which is a lot of emotional choices to be made. But, I just feel like there's a lot that's coming forward here and to trust your heart. With the 10 of Cups, this is like the joy essence card. This is like what your natural state is. And so, with these choices, with the stuff that's unfolding this week, follow your heart. I mean, both of these are heart choices. Make choices from here, and which connects with your third eye, but not from this brain, not this human brain. Don't do it from logic and, you know, supposed to be's and should be's and checking off stuff. Let it be, hey, you have two different paths you can go. You can do this that has all this and it makes good money, and you're like, okay. Or this, I love that, but you only make this. It's not as much as that. You're like, I'm gonna go do what I love, not go, well, it's more money, but you're gonna hate it, especially since you knew about this. And then you're gonna regret, oh, I wish I would have chose from my heart. So this is a good heads up. Choose from your heart so you won't have those regrets. All right. So that's what they have for you, Patricia. So many blessings to you. And then Kelly, you are up. Thank you for your donations earlier as well. And your free reading is general for the next week and the whole of November. So the next 5 weeks. So what they have here for you. All right. So you have the Hanged Man, which is about evolution, transformation, um, kind of like a cocooning. And you have the King of Stars, the King of Swords. Uh, um, I'm sorry, not King of Swords, King of Wands. starry, bursty, energetic energy, which is like an entrepreneur. And, um, they're very empowered, the King of Wands. They're like the Emperor Aries type of fiery, evolved, higher vibrational energy. And I feel like what they're telling you here, what's best to make the most of the rest of this month and through November, is as you're seeing things from a higher perspective, as you're kind of sitting, like they kind of have this is a very transformative 5 week period for you, like a caterpillar to a butterfly kind of scenario. And even this, they call this the alchemist, the king of stars, the king of wands, because it's they're creating something and they're going back and forth and their energy is being invested and something grows here. And I like this, taking charge of where I'm investing my energy. I'm not just doing things out of habit or obligation, whatever. I feel like these next 5 weeks is really put an intention of, something's going into something and something's coming out. That's the butterfly, right? The caterpillar is going into the cocoon does its thing and it comes out a butterfly. Well, this isn't, this is like, what do you want to have come out of the next 5 weeks? And don't just go, I don't know, let's see what happens, because you have a great opportunity with this King of Wands. If you take control, not that controlling life, but if you take, let's say a better word, not control, you take your power over your intentions, and you're like, okay, I'm going to make these plans. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to come out of at the end of November into December. So, what steps am I taking? What energy am I investing in putting a plan together? Put it on my calendar, and I'm taking steps and I'm doing it. And I feel like this is an important thing, is like, without a plan, you don't go anywhere. Like, what did they say? If you fail to plan, plan to fail, because you have nothing, that you're intending to do, or not really nothing, that's, you always have a bunch of plans going on, right? This is like intentions, putting everything else aside, going, this is priority of what I want to accomplish and do through these next 5 weeks. And you have a great energy backing you up to be able to do that too, which means the stars are in alignment, or the energy is there at this period in your life right now for transformation, for change, for coming out the other side with in a great um, benefit, with great change, if you want to do it. So now's the time to think, what is it? What do I want to accomplish in the next 5 weeks? What do I want to come out on the other end? Okay. So that's what they have. How exciting, Kelly. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have angel blessings. You want to know who's coming with a love offer. All right. Who could it be? Who could it be? Who is it? Well, you got the Knight of Angels, which is the Knight of Swords. So someone, it can be air signy, and there is movement. Got the Six of Coins, the Six of Pentacles. Someone that's equal giving and receiving, that's coming in here. You know, you do, and this is watcher. Someone's watching you. Someone's got their eye on you. It feels, it's air sign movement, and I feel it's kind of a youthful energy. But the Six of Coins, the Six of Pentacles, does have, and we might have talked about this before. I just posted it a little earlier. If you look in the description box, not the description box, the pinned comment up by Moonlight, you'll see a little link to the Six of Pentacles. That's that energy, the Six of Pentacles. And when we have, like, if when we're growing up 7 years old and younger, we do get this concept of, what's my rate of exchange? What do I have to give to receive? And when we're younger, 7 years old and younger, we get the wildest out of balance giving and receiving ratio. Like, I need to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin back. That's the perspective of a child, and we don't know any better. That seems fair. Your parents are so busy, you're giving them so much love, they're only giving you one love coin back, and you feel like you're giving so much. And then that just kind of runs on autopilot below the surface. So that Six of Pentacles allows a change because while that's down there running on autopilot, we'll have these force fields keeping love away. So even though this Knight of Angels, this Knight of Swords is moving towards you, they're going to hit the force field and fall off their horse, because of that stuff below the surface. So it's important for you to look at your rate of change, exchange below the surface. And it's a short video. It just gives you some things to think about and contemplate that help transform that. All right. So that's what's coming in for you, angel blessings, and many blessings to you. And then Lynx Lee, you're up November month for you. Let's see what one or a couple things they want you to know here about your November. Yeah, so I like this kind of back and forth. The High Priestess is about trusting your intuition, trusting your journey, trusting the draw that takes you into your High Priestess temple away from all the chaos to really connect with the higher realms, look behind the veil, dive deep into your emotions. So make sure you're taking your time with spirit to recharge and to gain clarity around things. And then the Knight of Stars, the Knight of Wands, fast movement. One, it is the quest for stepping into your power, which spending the time with spirit as the high priestess will allow you to really understand and grasp your power. But also, the Knight of Wands is about fast movement that comes in here for you, adventurer. And that can either mean someone comes into your life that kind of, you know, embodies that youthful, fiery type energy, or it can be, that could be you. That could be you sparking because of this inner reflection. You kind of go inward and recharge and get clarity, and then you move and go on an adventure. Then you go back in and recharge, and then you go on another adventure. Then you come back in, recharge, go on another adventure. So I like this for you for November. Just it's important for you to take time to center and recharge, but also you're being nudged to really gain some clarity around adventures that you want to take. And it's you initiating this, it's you moving forward and taking the action to do it as well. So it's a little bit of tidbit of what November can be for you. It's in your hands. It's here. If you take that time to do that stuff, you will see it happen. All right. So that's what they have for you. Links Lee, many blessings to you. And then Samya Rao, hello, hello. And you want to know, what is Shiva Prasad, your brother in law? What are his thoughts about you? Is it positive? You want to contact him on behalf of the family to resolve issues. Aren't you the lucky one? um, yeah, I feel like it's good here. They see the 3 of trees, the 3 of pentacles, which is, this, and they see your dedication to the family, but you're also true to your authentic self. So they see how you're dedicated to the familial ancestry and line and your family. But the three of trees, the 3 of pentacles is creative, um, not afraid of, being, losing people's praise or being punished. You're really strong. In the 4 of cups, they see emotional stability, that comes in here. So, it's good. It's positive energy here, and they see your intentions, they see your dedication, but they see that you're also true and creative, and that you're not just gonna be, you know, "This is what has to happen." You're willing to reach out and find solutions instead of, "It has to be this way or the highway," kind of energy that comes in. So it feels very supported. I would say you're being supported and reaching out. Okay. Right. That's what they have for you, Samya. So many blessings to you. And then Day Sturgis, you are up. What comes out for the week? All right. What's happening this week? All right. Well, we just had the 3 of Pentacles on the other one, and here comes another 3 of Pentacles, but in the smaller card. The week seems to be here. We've got the the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Trees, which is, what do they call it here? They call it custodian, honoring and movement of, the outside world. I mean, the Three of Coins, like we just talked about, it has a lot to do with creativity, but being true to your authentic self and of your creative expression. And this Knight of Pentacles just feels like there's this opportunity to look at your worth in relationship to the outside world in different ways. And it's like this quest of, how can I do that? Allow the creative mind to guide you forward instead of other things. And that comes from your heart. But I feel like it's being specifically, let next week be led by creativity instead of stagnancy or complacency. Not complacency isn't the word. Like logic and non-emotion, right? And I really like this for you. It just feels like, let your creativity be the custodian and the guide that takes you through this coming week. Live your passions, live your creativity, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's what's coming through. So that's what they have for you today, Sturgis. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Maria P, thank you so much for your donations this weekend. I appreciate being part of your days of your lives. You want to know, what are Walter's thoughts when you get him little gifts like for his birthday? Oh, I like that. Wow, look at all this fiery energy. You got the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So harvest and abundance that comes in with the Ten of Stars, the Ten of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is this, you know, I love the fiery energy. It's glowing. It's whatever she puts her hands to, it's like it's golden. It's blessed. It's productive. It moves forward. So they do feel very lucky and feel very blessed, about it. And I like this energy of this feeling like, wow, I got it all. I just, wow, you know. And the Queen of Wands, they see the passion, they see the drive, not drive. It seems usually it has to do with drive too, but they just see your passion, they see your energy, they see your fire. Would be a better way or a clearer way to say that. And they like that. They know that it's not just, you know what, I'm just going to get this, that you put effort into thinking about what you want to get. And it's not just, look, I got you a gift card from, Walmart. Enjoy. you know, you're like, I saw this and I thought of you, but then I thought that would go great with that. And because of that one, remember when we talked about that? This is that. And then, there's a story behind what you give, I feel, and they get it immediately. They're like, "Oh my god, this is from blah blah blah," and you're like, "Yeah, that's right." I just feel like there's this great thing that happens with that. So that is what they feel there, Maria. So thank you so much, and many blessings to you. Right, and then Crystal Day, whatever you should know. All right, yeah, you do have this the Eight of Hearts. They call it codependency here. And the Four of Wands is joy and celebration, and it's the marriage card too. And I feel like what that you need to know is regarding marriage and regarding the celebration and that. The Eight of Cups is very important. It calls it codependency, but we're not going that route. It's about, in order to have the energy of marriage, and even if it's attending a wedding or something, it's important that prior to you getting married or someone else getting married, that you're going to go there, that you let go of old emotions that don't serve you anymore. So you get all that emotional energy back instead of having that charged emotion bubbling below the surface. And also looking at the relationships that you're maintaining and all this love that you're giving to family, friends, ex-lovers, lovers, whoever, that you've been giving so much and they've been giving so little consistently, that you can back off from some of these relationships completely or halfway, and you get all this other energy back, because it's like you're building up this emotional energy bank so that you can spend this on this emotional event in your life or relationship, right? Marriage or whatever. So it's important to do some emotional clearing, both subconscious emotions that have been stuffed below the surface and relationships that it's time to do some pruning of. Okay. So that's what they have for you, Crystal Day. So many blessings to you. And then Melissa Hadzik, hello, hello. So you want to know if your friends told your crush about your new sector job, or did he hear about it? All right, happy Sunday to you too. Let's take a look here. Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? Um, you got the 4 of stars, 4 of wands, celebration, the chariot, celebration. Both of these are celebration type of joy kind of cards that come in here. And I feel like they know, because I feel like this sounds like something that you would be celebrating, and I feel like they have heard about it, and I feel like they've heard it because either someone congratulating you or a celebration of some kind or an announcement of some kind um, about the new job. But I do feel like there's been this joyful celebration kind of energy, which tells me that they might have overheard or seen it somewhere. But it definitely feels like, yeah, they can say like this glow. They're like, something great happened over there. What happened over there? And they're like, oh my God, she got the new sector job. And they're like, he was like, wow. So I feel like there's some sort of announcement or celebration of some kind that that they recognize it somehow. But yeah, I do feel like they know. Right. So that's what they have for you, Melissa. So many blessings to you. All right. So let me bring more of these over here. And thank you guys for your patience in getting to your readings here. Let me just bring a bunch of these over here. Okay. Might be able to get them all over here. Let's see here. I sure can. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, and then up next we've got Happy Peel. Hello, hello. You'd like a general reading? Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? I got the Seven of Cups and the King of Hearts, which is the King of Cups. And so there's a lot of emotional confusion or a lot of emotional choice going on, a lot of opportunity to choose a bunch of different emotions, right? The King of Hearts is the balancer between the head and the heart and the healer. And so I do feel here, the guidance is um, you're not at the whim of the emotions of things going on around you, right? Every moment is a choice, a mental choice, an emotional choice, an energetic choice, a physical action choice, right? Now, we are told a lot of stuff growing up, like when that happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. And so we're inundated over and over and over where we take it on as our own belief and our own actions, our own reactions. So something happens, I'm like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to feel. And I just do reaction. It's like I don't even think about it. But this King of Hearts says you rule over the heart suit. And in addition to that, behind the scenes, you're granted the Ace of Swords, which gives you connection to higher thinking, which helps you balance emotional. So you're not, you know, so emotionally distraught that you're no earthly good, and you're not, you know, so in your mind that you have no emotion. It's this beautiful relationship between your head and your heart, and that you get to choose. So the 7 of Cups is like when one thing happens, you can choose between 7 emotions. You can choose the one everyone's told you you're supposed to choose, but you can choose any other emotion that you want. So there's a lot of emotional power that's coming in here right now, and that you're not at the whim of the outside world. That thing that is happening could you could feel this way about it, but you don't have to. You get to choose how you want to feel about it. And there's no wrong choice, just different choices with different feelings. And so if you're feeling one, you're like, "Bleh, I don't like this." It's like you have 7 cups to choose from. You're like, let me try that. No, thank you. I'll take another emotion. Ooh, that one tastes much better. Yeah. Well, what does that one taste like? Ugh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one. You can choose your emotions like that, and I love that. And that's what they have for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. And then Ashvin Ray, you want a general for November. All right. Okay. Well, it feels like November is going to be a breakthrough month for you. You've got the um, Nine of Wands, which I don't know if you can see, they usually have a bandage on their head, something that you've been knocking your head against trying to get through. And you've been persevering and trying and trying and trying, but this is the month. The Emperor rules over all the kings. He's very empowered. He has balance of all, well, not balance of all elements. He has the abilities of all the four kings together. He rules over all four. All kings, they all get swords, a portion of swords, in addition to ruling over their suit. Now, one of the kings rules over swords, so that's five parts thinking and air and communication energy. One part earth, one part fire, one part cups, right? One part emotion, one part passion, and one part abundance or outside world energy, right? But the Emperor is about movement, and they do have Aries energy of new beginnings. That's what kind of trumps this. I don't like using that word. That's what overpowers. Someone had to ruin that word. The Nine of Wands. No, I'm not going to get political. The Nine of Wands, is that, you know, um, hitting that block and not being able to get beyond it. But the Emperor helps you take one of those ones and take your power back, and you get to choose. You are going, you know what? I'm putting a plan together. I know what I want, and nothing's going to stop me anymore. I'm putting a plan together. I'm putting energy behind it, and I'm going. And so it's like you're moving beyond whatever barrier has been holding you back in a certain place in your life. And there's freedom that comes. You're able to step right through it then. And this emperor powerful energy is there empowering you and backing you up to be able to do that. So it's a big breakthrough month for you. So whatever's been holding you back, look out. Here you come. Right, so that's what they have for you. Many blessings to you. And then we got Sassy Libra. Hello, hello. Is today a lucky day for you? Well, I would say that yes, it is. You got the Nine of Hearts, the Nine of Cups. It's one of the dreams come true energies, at least emotionally. And the Moon card, Mother Luna, very powerful. And I like this, the phases of the moon. And it's like some of these I would say unrecognized. I just feel unacknowledged dreams. Something that you kind of kept hidden, a dream is like, wow, this is something that I know I can accomplish now. Whether it's information that comes in or it's actually the thing that comes true, I feel like you're coming to an awareness today of going, you know what? My dream that I want to do, I know a way that I can have it happen. It's like, well, I want to become like a nurse. Um, but I can't afford to go there, and then the timing and this and that. And then someone hands you a brochure, or you see an ad, and you go check out their website, and they do full financial financing and student loans, and they even give you extra money for living while you're taking school because nurses are in such high demand since COVID or whatever. And there's all this stuff, and it's like, oh my God, this can happen. And I like that kind of luckiness that's coming in. Right. So I like that for you, sassy Libra. That's what they have. So many blessings to you. Speaking of lucky days, we got Lucky. Hey, Lucky, you're up next. So, will you be meeting up with David at an airport around the holidays, Christmas time? Let's take a look here. Wow. So, you have the Two of Cups, which would say yes. The Nine of Stars, the Nine of Wands just takes some perseverance. There is a wall or a barrier that's been holding it back. But it does say here that you just have to persevere. You have to keep pushing through it. Don't let obstacles keep you from moving forward. Persevere, and it does show here the Two of Cups, so that's the joining together, meeting at the end of a runway. No, I'm just kidding. Stay in the airport, don't go outside. All right. But yeah, so it seems very positive there with those cards there. It's important to whatever this perseverance is about, like, well, I can't get the time off work, or they can't get the time off work, or whatever excuses are there, persevere. It's like, find a way. We will find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And so, way, yes. All right. So that's what they have for you, Lucky. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Vidi Jalan, you are up. So, what message do you need to hear in terms of love for November? Any secret admirer energy there? Let's take a look here. So, you have the Ace of Cups, which is new love. So, it does appear to be that there can be new love to come in here in November. Very much possibilities here. The Nine of Swords, the Nine of Angels, is about nightmares and insomnia, which represents our fears of around love, around new love. So, sorry, sliding off my seat here. There is this, importance of what are you fearing around a relationship? Any expectations supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, must be's. These are the things that will suck the life out of a relationship. And if we can do as much clearing away of thoughts and beliefs around it to where we're, instead of focusing on trying to control what a relationship is supposed to be, should be, and all that, it's about living and about allowing it to be an adventure, having gratitude for every step and whatever happens, instead of comparing to what's not being met up to. It's We're always focusing on how it's failing and how it's falling short, instead of abundance on how it's, above and beyond. And it's wonderful. It's an adventure, instead of check, 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 check. Oh, you didn't do that. Minus points. You get a demerit, So I like this. You have this opportunity that you can meet in November, but it does require clearing away these expectations, because otherwise, like the blinders of expectations on, and they're over here. It's like it's someone with all these expectations you may not consider or even see, because we're blinded by our rules of relationship. And this can really open up things. I don't feel secret admirer energy with this. I feel like it's very out in the open, kind of energy, right? So that's what they have for you, Vidi. So many blessings to you. All right. And then let's see here. So, and then we have love is the most powerful force in the universe. That's a great big long um, user ID, I guess you call it, or whatever we call those. And you actually asked two questions. And this time around, I'll answer both. Normally, for free readings, we get one free reading per session. I'll answer both this time around, because you didn't know. But just for the future, just know just one. And if you want additional ones, a donation of any kind, you can ask as many questions as you want if you make donations for each of the questions. So you have that. Right. So the first one here was, is E-Tag still interested in you? Should you tell her that you're definitely still interested, or is that not necessary? What do your spirit guides think? All right. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands, which is action, and the force, the strength. You have the inner power to do so. So I do feel like here, there is passion there. And the Ace of Wands is definitely your spirit guides nudging you to do something. Tell her that you're interested, and that you and I feel like it's important for you to know how to approach that. We don't go to someone, of course, and go, "Hey, I'm still interested in you," and they're like, "Well, good for you." You um, approach them, and say, "Hey, I was wondering, if would like to, if I could take you to coffee or something, right? Because then you can show them through your actions that you're interested, and you'll know by their reaction. And then they're like, "Well, no, I'm not really," or "I don't like coffee." And you're just like, "Well, what would you prefer? Where would you like to go?" And they're like, "No, I just don't want to." And you're like, "Okay, no problem. Let me know if you change your mind." You know, that's how you can do it in a way, right? Gosh, Spirit is smooth, aren't they? All right, so that's your answer for your first one. And then for your second question, you wanted to know, in the next 6 months from today, when is the EBS most likely to happen and med beds be rolled out to the public? Oh, wow. All right. We've got the ego here is the tower card, number 16, and the king of wands. The king of wands would be um that's number 14. It feels like here there with the tower is like sudden. There's going to be a sudden change of things. This king of wands, just it feels like there's someone up above that's going to be changing some stuff, and I feel like it's going to happen more quickly than imagined. But this king is like the higher ups. Someone makes a decision that makes it happen a lot faster than they thought before. So there's a need, and they're prioritizing it over other stuff. And and I almost feel like it's someone new coming in that I don't know if there's been a management change or something that's coming in, but they're definitely changing the priority. And so things happen sooner, definitely before February, because this would be number 14. 16 would be um, um, I'm thinking like 6. So that's like what, 4 to 6 months, right? So that would be it's November, December, January, like February, May, June of next year. But that's why I feel like it comes in sooner. I feel like it's like planned 4 to 6 months. It's like, wow, that's so far away. But I feel like someone gets involved and it happens sooner. For some reason, I'm feeling, well, some reason. I wonder what the feeling is. I feel like it's by the end of the year, like mid to late December. Um, but definitely it's going to happen and come out of nowhere fast. All right. So that's what I'm picking up there. So many blessings to you. All right. Then, lastly but not leastly, hopefully I didn't miss anyone. We've got Magana. So, hey, Magana. Anyone coming towards you? Love reading. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Well, you have the King of Swords. Do you like air signs? Intellectuals? You have the King of Swords. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which does show a fated relationship that is coming towards you. And it's unfolding and starting to turn. The King of Swords, you know, all kings get a second portion of swords and air. So this king is double air, a lot of intelligence, a lot of communication. They could even be like a professor or someone who teaches, just someone who communicates very well, but is very intelligent. So I definitely feel like air signy. So it can be any of the air signs. Um, Aquarius, sorry, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I suddenly got picky. That's funny. But I like that energy. So you definitely have that coming in here for you. I kind of feel like more Gemini than Aquarius Libra energy for you, because I feel like you like learning, and Gemini's like learning and learning about other people's thoughts and beliefs, and they're very open-minded, and I just like this. I feel like you like people with split personalities. That's hilarious that your guides would say that. But you don't like boring, you like a challenge, and that Gemini gives you two different things. You like being kept on your toes, and you like variety. You're like, that's good. I like that you have two. That's funny. We're Aquarius, which Aquarius, I'm Aquarius sun. We're the multiple personality of the zodiac. We think two is cute. Oh, you have two personalities. That's cute. I have a legion. All right. So I do feel like that's coming in here, and yeah, time frame. It does. It feels fresh. It feels like any day. I feel like maybe November, December, but I definitely feel like it's a possibility before the end of the year. So if you have an opportunity to go learn something, go attend a lecture, learn something new, it'll either be someone as a student or the teacher that will be a spark. So I just feel like that intellectual is an important piece of it. So, right. So that's what they have, Magana. So many blessings to you. Thank you guys again so much for your patience in getting to your readings. After I'm done, like I said, I will post pin a comment listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can dive deep and find where your reading is. Um, I will be back next Friday for readings. I'm on Friday and Saturday nights and Saturday and Sunday afternoons, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain in the mornings there for free readings. Also, if you become one of my YouTube channel members, um, either Zen Cricket or Praying Mantis, we have a 2-hour session on Wednesday for all my YouTube channel members. And then on Thursday, my Praying Mantis, which is the next level up, Zen Cricket is $2.99, Praying Mantis is $7.99. But my praying mantis get to attend the Wednesday, and then they get their own Thursday night 2-hour session, plus an hour after my Friday and Saturday nights and my Sunday afternoons. So there's extra access to all those. There's a link down in the description box. Also, if you'd like your own personal reading where we dive deep, uh, I have a link down below to all of where you can book some Zen, book a personal reading. I do past life readings, relationship readings, birthday readings, etc., etc. And there's a couple other things that I offer there too. If you'd like to take a look, there's a link down below. I think that's it. So, whoosh, these days fly by. So, thank you again for all your love, all your support. And remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So, until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.